Can you keep guppies and neon tetras together? Are you thinking about setting up a community tank for your guppies and neon tetras? These small, colorful fish are a popular choice for freshwater aquariums, and they make a beautiful addition to any home. Before you mix these two species together, it's important to understand the basics of their care and compatibility. In this post, we'll provide an overview of the key considerations for keeping guppies and neon tetras together, including tank size, water conditions, feeding habits. With the right setup and care, you can create a thriving and harmonious community for your fish. What water temperature do guppies and neon tetras need? Both guppies and neon tetras are a tropical fish, so they need to be kept in a tank with a water temperature of around 76 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, or 24 to 28 degrees Celsius. You'll need a heater to maintain the right temperature and a thermometer to monitor it. What pH do guppy and neon tetras need? Guppies and neon tetras are both freshwater fish that prefer a slightly acidic to neutral pH that will range from 6.5 to 7.5 pH. It is important to maintain a consistent pH level in their aquarium to ensure their health and well-being. Both of these fish have been in the aquarium hobby for a long time and have adapted well to it, so they have some wiggle room when it comes to the pH of the water. The most important is that you keep the pH consistent and try not to chase it for the perfect pH, because the pH consistently changing will have a worse effect on the fish than not the perfect pH. For example, my tap water has a pH of roughly 7.8 to 8 pH. This is a little high, but I don't change my water because they do just fine in it, and even more importantly, it's always the same, so they aren't constantly adapting to new water parameters. Should you do water changes on your guppy and neon tetra fish tank? Both guppies and neon tetras can be sensitive to water quality, so it's important to keep the water clean and well filtered. You'll need to perform regular water changes to remove excess waste and debris. This main reason to do water changes to remove ammonia, nitrates, and nitrates. This is a waste from your fish. Nobody likes swimming in their own poop. I like to do at least 50% water changes every week. This helps keep the water clean and your fish active. Guppies and neon tetras eat the same food. If you thought that neon tetras were strictly omnivores, think again. While it is true that they primarily eat plants, neon tetras are actually omnivorous and will eat a variety of foods, including both plant matter and small insects. This means that they are similar to guppies in their dietary needs than you might have originally thought. Both guppies and neon tetras are omnivores, so they will eat a variety of foods. A good diet for these fish include a mixture of high-quality flake food and live food or fresh frozen foods, such as bloodworms, brine shrimp, and daphnia. It's important to provide them with a balanced diet to keep them healthy and prevent nutritional deficiencies. How many guppies and neon tetras can you keep in a 10-gallon tank? Guppies and neon tetras are both small fish, so they don't need a very large tank. You could keep a trio of guppies and 5 to 8 neon tetras in a 10-gallon tank, but it might be a tight fit. Since so few fish fit in a 10-gallon, I wouldn't put the guppies or neon tetras in a 5-gallon tank. A better option would be a 20-gallon or bigger. Much more room for the fish to interact in school. However, it's always better to provide them with more space rather than less. I've always found that a bigger tank is easier to maintain than a smaller tank. Will guppies eat neon tetras? So why won't your guppies eat your neon tetra? The simple answer is a neon tetra is not a sustainable food source for a guppy. The first part is neon tetras don't generally fit in guppies' mouths. Guppies won't eat fish that won't fit in their mouths. Even though both fish are omnivores, guppies are opportunistic feeders and will eat whatever is available to them. It means they're more likely to eat food that are easy to catch, such as small insects or plant matter, an algae that won't run away. Will neon tetras eat guppy fry? Are you worried that your neon tetra might eat your guppy fry? You're not alone. Many aquarists have the same concern about keeping these two species together, especially when the guppy fry are still small and vulnerable. But fear not. While it's always a good idea to be cautious when introducing new fish to your aquarium, there are a few simple steps you can take to help protect your guppy fry from being eaten by your neon tetras. First, make sure to provide plenty of hiding spaces for your guppy fry. This could include live plants, caves, or other small aquarium decor. Not only will this help your guppy fry feel more secure, but it will also give them plenty of places to hide if they feel threatened. Another option is to separate the neon tetras from the guppy fry until the fry are big enough to defend themselves. This can be as simple as setting up a temporary tank for the fry or using a tank divider to keep the two species apart. Finally, it's important to remember that neon tetras are generally a peaceful fish and are not known to be aggressive toward other fish. So while you should always be careful when introducing new fish to your aquarium, there's no need to worry about your neon tetras eating your guppy fry. With the right setup and a little bit of patience, you can keep these two species together happily and safely. In conclusion, keeping guppies and neon tetras together can be a rewarding and enjoyable experience for the aquarium enthusiast. These two species are compatible in terms of their size, temperament, and water quality requirements. However, it's important to properly acclimate the fish before introducing them to the tank and monitoring their behavior to ensure they are getting along. Additionally, it is essential to maintain proper water quality and provide sustainable habitat for both species to survive. With a little bit of planning and attention, you can successfully keep guppies and neon tetras together in the same tank and create a beautiful, harmonious aquarium environment.